Hi, I'm Carol from Population Education, and here to share the lesson, Our Town. In the lesson, students discuss the places that make up a community, construct an imaginary 3D town in small groups, and model how communities change when the population grows. Our Town is written for lower elementary grades and has strong ties to social studies standards. You can use it to make connections with civics, geography, and economics. By the end of the lesson, your students will be able to identify places that are typically found in a community and explain why they are important, and describe how a community might change when the population grows. For materials, you'll need city building materials for each small group. Various sized cardboard boxes, a piece of flip chart or butcher paper, and art supplies. We start with the whole class brainstorming a list of places found in your community and discussing who uses those spaces and why each is important. This supports students relating physical structures to the people that use them. You can list students' ideas on the board, and you'll want to keep this list visible for reference throughout the course of the lesson. Then, in small groups, students will build a community together. Each group gets 6 buildings, boxes of various sizes covered in plain paper, and art supplies. Each group must decide for themselves what 6 buildings they would like to have in their community. What is important to them? And then they build. Perhaps they include a school that has windows and big welcoming doors, or maybe a post office that has a mail slot and a flag out front. When the 6 buildings are complete, students work cooperatively within their group to design their city by placing their buildings on a large piece of butcher paper. Students should consider how people will get from place to place and add things like roads, sidewalks, or bike lanes between their buildings. I love the practice with geoliteracy skills that this activity offers, spatial reasoning, and constructing maps and other representations. Once all of the communities are complete, each group can give a tour of their community. And we provide some guiding questions to help them articulate info about what they built. In part 2 of the activity Our Town, students explore what happens to a city when the population gets bigger. Ask students to brainstorm what buildings there must be more of if more people live in our community. Their answers may include houses, grocery stores, things like that. Now each group will get 2 more boxes that they can decorate into new buildings and place within their community. We provide discussion questions to then help you debrief the activity with your class. Questions like, what new buildings did you add and why? Why are all of these different buildings important? What are some good things that might happen when a community's population grows? What might be some bad things? Other discussion questions are meant to help students apply what they've learned. You can ask, if 5 new students joined our class, what do you think would change here in the classroom? Drawing parallels between your classroom community and the broader external community can help students understand how communities function and how growth can impact them. This shrinks the focus of the lesson and can make the key takeaways more clear for students who are struggling to see the big picture. And that's the lesson Our Town. For more great lessons like this one, visit us online at populationeducation.org. Thanks for watching.